baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals. Royals baseball comes your way next. Chris Bubich will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning, wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
And now, Cavan Biggio. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Toronto, the third baseman, Cavan Biggio.
First pitch on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Hey, thanks, Matty. This is a big one here, D-Row. They've won 2 of the first 3 of this series. This swing game here, you'd like to win 3 out of 4. I know you're at this point, but boy, a split certainly would not be good for this ball club right now.
Yeah, Dan, to win the first 2 games, all right, you can live with dropping the 3rd game of the set, but you don't want to end this 2-2. You work too hard early to not win this series.
3-0 now.
Yeah, a little wild here early on. Doesn't look like he's totally settled into the game yet. Hopefully he can find it soon.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. 3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon.
Batting second, the shortstop, Bo.
So stepping in is Bo Bichette. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First pitch on the way, and this is taken outside for ball 1. Ball 2 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And he fouls this one off. Biggio gets his lead at first, nobody out.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Fouled away. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's Merrifield to Santana to get the double play. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Matty, Cavan Biggio is a guy to watch for me. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Next, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last one to pick up a W in his last start when he got into the 7th inning. Let's see if he can make that 2 good, strong outings of 7+ innings back-to-back.
Shortstop.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, Dero, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win Game 3. They'd like nothing more than to split this series and win Game 4.
Yeah, Bobby Cox always used to say, you got to take care and beat the teams you're supposed to beat and then play 500 against the really good teams. They have a chance to do that exactly today. Drop the first 2, but if they can win today, they split this series and move on.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He won the Silver Slugger Award for catcher. You got to think what a catcher goes through, right? Foul tips, constantly squatting, your legs are getting tired. By August, September, you basically have no legs underneath you. He didn't let any of that bother him, and he put together a great year.
Second baseman, Whit.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now to the plate, here is Rowdy Tellez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Rowdy Tellez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The 1-0. Is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Swing and a flare down the line, and he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner, and the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
That is good. The center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. No, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Tellez on second with nobody out. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The next 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal You can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate now, Marcus Semien, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. No home runs just yet and no RBIs either. The 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Curveball bounces and this one gets away. And over to third now is the runner.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Merrifield picks it up. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
And now in the box, Josh Palacios. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Teoscar Hernandez will come on now as the pinch hitter.
Number 37, Teoscar Hernandez.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. Toronto leads this one 1-0. Teoscar Hernandez will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Defensively for the Blue Jays. Now playing right field.
In is Jorge Soler. For the series, he's 3 for 12. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. Taken in by Semien. Throws in time, and that's out number.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Here's Carlos Santana now. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's gone just 2 for 15. He also has 1 home run. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. On the ground to the right side. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They still trail 1-0. Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First offering. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Gurriel flat out dominates against left-handed pitching. Makes a lot of contact and hard contact at that. No doubt one of the biggest threats in the sport in these types of matchups.
Yeah, Matty, it's a pretty special skill set to absolutely hammer left-handed pitching. You don't see it too much. I mean, this game's 75% right-handed power coming down your throat. So when you see a guy that hammers left-handed pitching, you know he's putting the time in the cage.
Soler on the move. Ready on 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fool him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Danny Jansen comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
2-2. One out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Kevin Biggio.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Soler gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And there's 1 away.
Batting 8.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. First delivery to him. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting 9. The center fielder, Michael.
Now at the plate is Michael Taylor. Lifetime numbers against Steven Matz. He's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Hard hit ball to second, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
So now to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And to score from third, the tying run. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
They'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that curveball was really a hanger, and that's not a good sign. He's got to get back on track. He needs that release point to get out front and get the ball down in the zone.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 3 here at the K, all even at 1 apiece. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Now batting.
So next to hit is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last AB. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Popped him up. Mondesi is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and he pops him up. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Swing and he pops him up. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Top. And stepping in, Whit Merrifield.
Leading up for the Royals, the second baseman.
First
Whit
delivery to him.
Merrifield.
And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Hit weakly back to the mound. And that's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 12.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And he falls behind 0-2. Soler, base runner at first with 1 out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hernandez is in pursuit. He can't get there as it falls in. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Up next to the Royals.
I know this pitcher's trying to keep his pitch count down, but that's ridiculous right there. Pitch right down the middle. He's lucky he's getting this ball back.
Carlos Santana comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep. And a relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Wow, what a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. This one's flared toward left center. And Bichette's got it. The side is retired. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10. The dancing a 4. No shame, and you gotta love it. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. At the plate now is Rendell Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
The windup and the 0-1. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Now a swing and a ball hit high and deep down the line in left. And this ball is a home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Blue Jays are back to even now, tied 3-3.
Well, he had success earlier in the day, driving in their only run. And that success continues when he takes this pitch to his liking and makes sure some lucky kid gets a souvenir. He's been huge for them in this one.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Fouled away. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The throw is wild and it gets away.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Struck out in his first at-bat. Oh, they think they may have gotten him again. This one's hit deep to left field. And for the second time in the inning, the gopher ball will come back to bite him. It's a home run. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well. Up next is Danny Jansen. And he puts it on the ground to second. And finally, there's the first out of the inning. Now one down with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. First pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Striding in is Bo Bichette. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a ball hit toward the shortstop, Mondesi. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Royals 3. Bottom of the inning now, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
The center fielder.
First pitch on the way.
A. Taylor.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Now that's popped up. Guerrero calls for it. 1 out. Back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And that one yanked just foul. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Jesse Hahn will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 32, Jesse.
So now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Leading off for Toronto.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
The count now at 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In the air out to right. Chasing after it is Taylor. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now that is
stepping in next, Rendell Gritchick. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And here's a curve. Ball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now the pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Blue Jays go down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
The second baseman.
And now the first pitch.
Merrifield.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's the first out. So one gone in the inning now as we take a look at the AL East standings to check out where the Blue Jays land coming into this one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's got it, and there's out number 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Hanser Alberto. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. First offering on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Two out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. KC down in order. They're still down 5-3. Scott Barlow is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58, Scott Barlow.
Ready now is Marcus Semien, and he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Ooh, wee, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Lourdes Gurriel will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see Carlos Santana when we come back. Now to bat, Carlos Santana. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip, and it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Line drive base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
And it appears now the dugout has decided to put him on for free, so now the double play perhaps in order here with nobody out.
Now batting, third base.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Julian Merriweather comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 67.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Santana over at second. Perez on at first with nobody out. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Next to hit is Michael Taylor. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Now into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Ready with another 0-2. Line to the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Jays lead it 5-3. Josh DeMont has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 63, Josh DeMont.
Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen.
The catcher, number 9.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. And he misses 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2 now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Cavan Biggio. Hit hard up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Digging in will be Bo Bichette, grounded out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner towards second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. Jordan Romano is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. First pitch on the way. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. With Merrifield next to bat. No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's low.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge.
Digging in next, Jorge Soler. He bounced out last time up. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, this is a huge out right here. 2 outs in the 8th inning. If this guy comes in and does his job, they hand it over to that beast in the 9th.
Count remains at 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Greg Holland enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. A ball hit hard to the left side, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Rowdy Tellez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Again, another foul ball. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Mondesi scoops it up, throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and it remains 5-3. Kirby Yates takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 39.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fielded cleanly. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. So now Carlos Santana. He doubled his last time through. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Salvador Perez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this one is over. 5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Toronto Blue Jays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Steven Matz earns the win, his 2nd. Kirby Yates earns the save out of the bullpen, his 3rd of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious